see what's coming up in the sky mirror first. And I gotta tell you, there's some interesting stuff, because we're about to have a new moon on opposition to Uranus. What's that mean, Frost? Well, the new moons are like sun and the moon together, mom and dad. New moons are kind of nice because that's like once a month, mom and dad get together and have a meeting and set policy. Full moons, mom and dad are opposed, and there's some strife. They still set some policy that goes for a month, but more stressful. So this is a new moon, and this new moon is at 26 degrees of Libra, and it opposes Uranus. And Uranus is a tricky guy. He's the one that's, see, my sun is at 26 Capricorn. He's already been here twice, and he's taken everything away from me and cut all my technical supports, and one by one, bang, 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 everything gone. That's what it's like at a hurricane or a earthquake or a tornado. And so this is something you're all going to be experiencing a bit of in small ways and large ways. If it hits you large, bang, the roof's gone, or your electricity is gone, or you forgot to pay the cable bill and they shut it off, or your car quits and you don't have the money to fix it. And all these things are Uranus things that go around, things that have electricity in them. You're not going to like them. Now this amounts to things like people also. Here's a little list. What kind of people don't you like? Well, scientists, maybe astrologers. I'm not getting much help. And anybody who's weird and different. Wheelchair people. For some years I was the safety guy and training guy for Handyvan. And I got to know the people who are different, so different that they can't ride the regular bus. Notice they're messing up the buses in Honolulu. So the people who are not normal, cripples, wheelchair people especially, wheelchair look kind of like the symbol Uranus. Sciences, people who are high-tech nerdies, people who walk their own path, those that are different from others and don't fit in. Air Force Academy General came out because some guys posted bad stuff on the doors of some black guys, trying to say, you don't belong here, get out. Well, the black guys are different. The Air Force is all white, huh? Jeez. So I'm going to see a lot of that. You could call it prejudice against anybody who's different. Also, people who are socialists, communists, people who want, what they're doing with the health system is crazy. And here's Bernie saying, single payer, all the civilized countries do it. It's cheaper, works better. Of course, the insurance companies are going to lose all their crap, aren't they? So they're fighting it. Of course, they got money. Lots, like bankers and insurance companies, they're the same. And all the people who give drugs in legal ways, all the FDA, they're going to not like Bernie's plan, single payer. It's socialism, and so you're going to hear a lot of that crap. Who cares if it's socialism? Who cares if it's communism? Who cares what the label is on it? If it takes care of people. This is a union, okay? You know how they've fought unions in the last 20, 30 years? Dirty tactics, these Republicans. These Saturn people, they don't like unions. It threatens their management and their money. Unions interrupt things, don't they? Okay, there's an Aquarian Uranus thing. It's called a labor union. That's what got me into OSHA. When I read some history about, labor union history in the United States, coal miners, steel workers, how the OSHA law came to be, which is quite imperfect. It treats men and women the same. You can overdo this. Women aren't the same. They're more fragile. You pollute a woman, you pollute all her eggs. Pollute a man, you see, sperm comes back in a month. So women are different, yet they treat them all They should be protecting women more from all these toxic carcinogens. Teratogens, we call it. You know, you poison the woman, you poison her kids for all of her life. What's this? I'm on the 2nd of October, and yesterday, we had a bummer in Vegas. Actually, Pluto stopped on the 28th, just a few days ago, and there was several volcanoes. Popo in Mexico City is a twin to our Big Island volcanoes. Started rumbling and smoking and going off. The big one was in Bali, in Indonesia, where they evacuated 100,000 people or something because their big volcano is about to go off. Pluto started raising hell, you know. Next, what happens is Pluto is like mass death. He's like a sniper. He's a gun freak. He's the old man, 64 years old, who just killed almost 60 people and wounded 500 in Vegas. A mass slaughter, a gun slaughter, the biggest gun slaughter has ever happened in the USA. Happened October 1st in Las Vegas. Right downtown, right down in the middle of the whole thing. By MGM and Tropicana and places I used to like to walk around in a lot. So we had Pluto and people. Guy got the gun, killed a bunch of people, and then himself. Suicide bomber, that's Pluto, huh? Well, if I'm going to die, lots of people are going to die. So Pluto went radical, and you're a ways away from it now. Maybe the sting is starting to wear off a little bit. And besides, you got to switch over to Uranus stuff. That's going to bug you. So Mars squaring Saturn, these are the two bad guys. And that's not good at all. There's a lot of meanness around. Everybody got mean. People are being judgmental and mean and greedy. Mars is greedy. Gimme, 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 and I'll fight for it. Saturn is the same way. Give me your money. I'm going to put you in jail. So this is a greedy time. Sorry to tell you, but that's the reason everybody's acting the way they are. Here's a new moon, and it's opposing over here to Uranus. If you're back here on a Thursday show on the 12th, well, SHIT kind of hit the fan, didn't it? Look at all the squares and the oppositions. It started late Wednesday night, went all the way through Thursday, the 12th. There's a moon in Cancer. Finally lightens up a little bit when you get to your Friday on the 13th of October. The moon is shifted into Leo, and it gets downright, let's go party and have some fun on Saturday. The late moon in Leo, trines Saturn, sextiles Mars, trines Uranus, sextiles the Sun. Oh boy, everything is fine. We're getting our way. We all got our stuff, huh? So here's a lack of tension, composed of full tension. Back here Wednesday, Thursday that you're sitting on. Well, Saturday is lack of tension, relaxing. Sunday morning, here's a sextile to Venus. It's kind of loving and sexy and lazy in the morning of Sunday, the 15th. But it gets confusing and delusion sets in. Sunday night late, 10, 11 o'clock most places. Here's moon opposing Neptune. Liquids, drugs, problems. A whole bunch of people would like you to think opioids are our biggest problem. Nope. Flooding is. Global warming is. The pharmaceutical doctor drug company, insurance company group, that's who's ripping us off. 1/6 of all of our money and everything we do in this country goes to these guys. And I'm down there now trying to see what the difference is. Aspirin and ibuprofen and Tylenol and geez, they're just clouded like smoking mirror. You can't make sense out of it. You know, it's really hard. What Tylenol hurts your liver, and so you can't take too much, and don't drink alcohol if you do. And aspirin burns your stomach, and there's things called insets, and you go read all this fine print. This is somebody purposefully. Of course, they say, well, the law says we've got to do all this stuff. But see, this is sneaky. Disguise it. Use words nobody understands. That's what it's about Sunday night. Doctor, priest, artist, musician. They all phony it up. Some might be true blues, but most of them are phonies, and they're snake oil medicine kind of stuff. Here, take this drug for this thing, and if you get suicidal, call your doctor. Jeez, give me a break. The middle of Virgo on Monday, the moon trines Pluto. There's a little discovery. However, it tightens up pretty heavy in the afternoon because the moon squares Saturn and hits Mars. And here's the mean place. Here's the judgment. Here's a bad judge and evil, greedy young people. And hopefully this is all the athlete heroes that are saying essentially, don't give me rules about what to do for the national anthem. At the same time, you're beating up my kids with your cops, trying to tell the truth and getting crapped on by Trump. Oh boy. These guys, anyway. I used to be quite an athlete when I was young. On Tuesday, the moon shifts into Libra. It's not too bad. You're in the Mars and Venus. You're in the Venus zone then. At the beginning of it, see, here's Mars. Here's Venus. It's a little overlap. Remember what Ben Franklin said? When Mars and Venus in conjunction lie, young maids, whate'er is asked of you, deny. So I don't know what you learned from that whole thing. Hope you learned something about Mars and Venus. They're really opposing forces, huh? Just like Jupiter and Saturn, just like Uranus and Neptune. Well, Wednesday the moon's still in Libra and starts to hit the bad spot again. First with panics around noontime. That volcano's going to blow. Here's another suicide bomber, sniper, killer. Oh no, it's brown water flesh-eating bacteria. It's all kind of Plutonian fears come up real big. Here we are on middle of Wednesday. We're trying to get some rules and regulations. Where's the law Wednesday night? But it doesn't do any good. Because here on Thursday morning, the new moon happens and it opposes Uranus. And now we got a double whammy for our Thursday and Wednesday, Thursday adventures in bummers. This thing is going to be with us for a month. And we're all going to, be upset with poor Uranus, the Aquarius planet. What did Aquarius do? Is just here, this is homeless people. I'm blown away. They put it on TV and they're all proud of it in Honolulu. Oh, we rousted the homeless. They go through with garbage trucks and cops and bulldozers and backhoes, and they go through a homeless camp, chase everybody out or arrest them, and then they take all their stuff and just level it and throw it all in the dumpster. These people were homeless in the first place. They only had a sleeping bag and an air mattress and a small tent, and you took that. And you're sitting there grinning, you fat cat. The politicians that thought this up did it for the business people. We can't have homeless people around. Tourists might not like it. Whoever set that up should go to jail. You're going to see a lot of that crap over the next 30 days. Here's my funny bird friend out there. He's got a whole little flock of little chicks. Some kind of half-size pheasant sort of character. Well, Jupiter's over here, and here's Thursday night. The lawyers are saying, oh, it's okay, we can all oppose the homeless don't have any rights. Boo to science. What's global warming? We don't care. So the lawyers are part of this, and you all think righteously. You're not righteous. The reason you're lawyers is to make money. Let's get it straight. How long since you've seen an altruistic lawyer? 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. Of course, Jupiter's in Scorpio now. Yep. Goes by Mercury on Friday. We can talk, and it trines Neptune, and the priest, artists, doctor, musicians will be out saying, we're doing good. The government laws protect us from putting out bad drugs. We put out bad drugs anyway because we're protected by the government. They're trying out all these things on you, and they don't know what's going to happen over the long term. No, they're out to make money. That's what they're doing, these Neptune characters. Drug companies, oil companies, plastic companies. Uranus took a whack at them when it went after Houston, Galveston. Galveston has, 100 oil refineries and 200 plastics. And, pretty much like the drug industry. So, Neptune stuff, huh? And Uranus tried to take some of it out, teach us all a lesson. We're too dependent on this. Gasoline and oil and fuel, they want more of that in Puerto Rico than they do almost anything now. Just think if they'd have had solar, they'd have a little power. Nope, dependent on hydrocarbons. So, on we go. Some discovery Friday night. Moon in Scorpio, sextiles Pluto. Hope you learned something. Goes through Saturday kind of nonchalant. On Sunday, the moon's in Sagittarius, and Sunday night makes a square to Neptune. And we're going to have more fears about water and the ocean and bad smells and chemicals and things. Yeah.